From the time we moved to the valley in 1995, all we heard were UFO stories from the locals. And it just got to the point I'd giggle and say, we need a UFO watchtower. Never ever thinking I would ever do it. So far, to date, we've been open now for 12 years. We've had 65 sightings just from the tower. I've gotten to see 26 of the 65. It has been totally soul-changing, belief-changing, mind-changing. And I look back on it and I think, you idiot, why didn't you go out and look at the sky at night before? Because there's just amazing things that happen.
The UFO WatchTower is just a couple of people, Stan and Judy, out in the middle of this godforsaken desert that wanted to create a place where people can go and openly talk about this stuff.
It's an experience to be here in the San Luis Valley where there's so many sightings.
Folks who have had experiences will come to the tower to talk about them because they can't talk to anybody else about them. You can't just go to your neighbor and say, do you know I was abducted last night? They can come talk to us about it.
It's like coming home just to hang out with Judy and Stan. And we just, they provide such an amazing place for people just to come together, to share their stories, to share their experiences, and try to have new ones.
It's an incredible spot on the planet. It's one of those places where weird things traditionally have happened for thousands of years at this point. And it seems to be an appropriate place. It's private, but at the same time, it's out in the open as well.
The Native Americans, they had a gathering here last summer, and they're the ones that built the medicine wheel. Paola Wolf started it year before last.
The medicine wheel represents all the 4 directions, and so when we do it, it represents healing, going through from and receiving it from all 4 directions. And then the middle is where the main person works with your last healing. It opens doors to a lot of things and questions that you have in life. But I think it's really great because it's part of the area where our sacred grounds are at, and we used to see a lot of UFOs here growing up.
What's really astonishing to me is when I first started coming here along with my sister Debbie, it was all about UFOs and sightings. But over the years, I've noticed that there's been a transition from UFOs, from the physical to the metaphysical to the spiritual now. The realization came in that this isn't just about UFOs anymore.
No.
People come here for other reasons too.
The UFO Watchtower has turned into a place where not only is it educational, because that's what we do, we try to educate people when they come over. So many folks will come and they've never seen anything. They kind of believe there's life someplace else, but they want to be convinced. I don't try to convince anybody of anything, but I can give them enough information at the UFO Watchtower that makes them think and let them figure it out for themselves. If folks want to have an experience, they really should come here. Absolutely. Because more than likely while they're here, something's going to happen that just doesn't make sense.